Regi, Sara Linda e Délia aqui. A palavra que acho que definiu o split da Regi foi mudanças. A gente teve mudanças na jungle, a gente teve mudanças no mid. E eu quero saber o que está passando na cabeça de vocês agora, visando o próximo split.
Mudanças. O que a gente pensa é que muitas das decisões que foram tomadas, algumas a gente foi a favor, muitas fomos contra, mas a partir do momento que a gente tem pessoas capacitadas para tomar essas decisões técnicas, a gente tenta não intervir. Lógico que a gente, uma vez que tem, como a gente sempre fala, eu e o JP, uma vez que tem 5 moleques com a nossa camiseta num palco, a gente sempre vai torcer por eles, independente de qualquer coisa. E é por isso que a gente sempre apoiou eles, independente da gente concordar ou não. Mas o que passa na nossa cabeça hoje é que a gente cansou também um pouco de como as coisas estão sendo levadas. Então, sim, mudanças.
JP, quer completar?
Não, só falar que a mudança já tinha acontecido, né? Eles só retroagiram. Mas é o que a gente falou, se você me perguntar agora qual vai ser o nosso time no terceiro split, eu não sei, mas eu sei que não vai ser esse. Então, assim, é uma coisa que a gente já vinha discutindo. Sincero e honestamente, esse split, a gente até falou lá na sala, com certeza foi o mais difícil que a gente passou, não pelo resultado, pelo dia a dia. Foi bem, nem aqui o split do ano passado foi difícil, que a gente teve que fazer lá a Miracle Run para classificar, foi tão difícil quanto esse, sabe?
Foi desgastante.
Angustiante, eu acho que é a palavra. E, sincero e honestamente, foi o único split, assim, desde que eu tô na Red, que eu vinha com a sensação de que, só vai ganhar se for por milagre, porque, assim, pelo reflexo dos treinos, e quando eu falo treinos não é resultado, é o como os treinos, como acontecem, né? Muita gente fala, porque tá ganhando treino, tá perdendo treino, isso não importa. Mas a forma como é construído os treinos, o dia a dia, isso importa muito. E então não é baseado em resultado, é baseado no dia a dia mesmo. A gente sabia que estava muito difícil, essas mudanças com certeza complicaram bastante ali o dia a dia, no meio do campeonato. No nosso entender, não tinha necessidade, mas ok, já foi, não adianta ficar reclamando, né? Sempre pensar dali para frente, é o que a gente fala para eles. E é isso, então assim, para a gente tem que mudar bastante coisa. Eu acho que a gente passou do limite até, assim, sabe, do desgaste. Como eu falei, sincero e honestamente, a gente não via a hora também de terminar o campeonato, sabe? Óbvio que a gente sempre vai torcer a favor, sempre vai querer ganhar, sempre vai ser campeão, mas assim, a gente quer resolver as coisas logo também, não, sabe, ficar nesse empurra, classifica, aí mais uma semana, ou igual agora que a gente ficou 15 dias ali, e foram 15 dias que, assim, normalmente você falaria, pô, dá pra melhorar muito, e não, foram 15 dias caóticos, terríveis, sabe? Tipo, e não só pra gente, pros jogadores também, pra comissão técnica, sabe? Tava ruim pra todo mundo, a realidade é essa.
Boa tarde, corrigindo, Matheus da Civil Nexus. Vocês já falaram sobre a palavra que define um split, né? E eu queria saber do ponto de vista de vocês, assim, vocês falaram tanto de mudança, mas por que não aplicaram a questão da mudança de um mid laner novo, trazer os jogadores que estavam na base, por mais que seja por conta do circuito? Né? Como que você avalia essas escolhas, assim, de trazer o jogador da base para colocar a cara no playoff direto?
Agora, você diz?
Isso.
Cara, a gente já tinha mudado, mudou 2 vezes no campeonato, não dava pra mexer de novo. Pô, se pudesse a cada jogo ficar mudando, você muda... Quando a gente fala de mudança, um jogador é 20% do time, começa daí. É muito sensível você trocar um jogador. O Bruce já passou por isso, ele foi jogador também. Não é só mudar assim, você troca A por B e tá tudo certo. Você tem que mudar muita coisa, a forma de jogar, a forma de draftar, o dia a dia, a sinergia entre os jogadores. Então, não tem nem pra quê, assim, voltar ao que começou, mexer de novo. Assim, mudou. Cara, é dali pra frente. Você mudou, é pra melhorar. Eles acreditarem que tem uma visão, a gente tem que respeitar e segue com ela, entendeu? Muitas vezes é óbvio que você sabe que o negócio tá errado, assim, você tá vendo, é nítido, mas você tem que confiar, é isso. Então não fazia mais sentido nenhum mudar ou ficar mexendo de novo, né?
E principalmente também mudar agora nessa reta final impactaria diretamente o campeonato do Academy, que os meninos estão indo muito bem. Então, se a gente puxasse alguns jogadores de lá, a gente não poderia descer os jogadores que estão na LTA. E isso impactaria diretamente os planos do futuro.
Agora vamos para as perguntas no Discord. Primeira pergunta do Brunão. Boa tarde, JP e Corradini. Obviamente vocês não gostaram dos caminhos tomados pela Red a partir do final da fase MD1 em diante. Então queria que vocês falassem sobre o quão frustrados estão com o desempenho do time nessa segunda fase e também se podem adiantar algo sobre essas mudanças que estão falando. É a saída do Coelho, a volta do Dum e do Giamago?
Acho que a gente já deixou bem claro tudo que ele perguntou, a gente já respondeu nas outras duas perguntas, né? Quer falar de novo? Fala.
Não, é só que assim, a gente não vai... Agora, ainda mais assim, de cabeça quente, né? Acabamos de perder, por mais que a gente tente aqui não demonstrar, é óbvio que a gente fica puto de perder, não é legal, e é óbvio que de cabeça quente você pode falar algo a mais ou de alguém, então eu acho até injusto para as pessoas não estarem aqui você falar nomes, né? Eu acho que no dia a dia vocês vão ver, a gente vai tomar as decisões aí com calma. Foi sempre desse jeito, é o que eu falei, independente dos resultados, eles representaram a gente, eles se dedicaram, treinaram, então o resultado não veio, é esporte, acontece, ninguém está feliz, mas frustrado, óbvio, né? Você começa o campeonato, você quer ser campeão, então a expectativa era essa.
Tem uma última pergunta aqui do Discord, que é do Corres pelo Mais Esportes. Vocês falaram sobre uma mudança de postura, vocês se incluem nisso? Algumas pessoas da comunidade criticaram a postura próxima de vocês do time, outras elogiam. Vocês incluem mudança de estrutura nisso, para além dos nomes, mas também da atitude de vocês? Ou é só as peças envolvidas no jogo?
Eu nunca vou deixar de acompanhar o meu time, porque é nosso,
Sim,
e a gente vai estar lá, é o nosso prazer estar lá. A gente é próximo dos jogadores, sim, a gente gosta de estar perto, gosta de assistir treino, gosta de estar junto. Isso eles nunca vão tirar da gente. Isso, se quiserem tirar, aí já começa errado e eu já não vou ter mais prazer em estar lá. E aí qual que é a graça de estar investindo só dinheiro? Não faz sentido pra gente, a gente faz isso porque a gente ama. Ninguém tá ali brincando, a gente tá ali realmente para trabalhar e fazer um negócio legal. O que pode parecer aos olhos dos haters aí da internet e tudo mais, é que a gente brinca muito, que não sei o que, pipipopó. Tem olhos e olhos para verem isso, a gente é feliz do jeito que a gente é. Se a gente estivesse ganhando, não ia ter ninguém falando nada. Como a gente está perdendo, qualquer motivo é motivo para bater. Então a gente entende também a frustração dos fãs, a gasolina que a gente dá para os outros times também falarem da gente, mas a gente sabe da nossa essência. A empresa como Red Canids é uma das melhores do cenário, somos uma empresa que mais tem patrocinadores no mercado brasileiro. A empresa roda tranquilamente, não tem nem o que falar em relação empresarial. Então, assim, de verdade, é o nosso prazer estar lá. A gente pode não entender do jogo, mas a gente entende muito de pessoas. Então, no que a gente puder ajudar e puder somar com os meninos, pode ter certeza que a gente vai estar lá sim e não vamos deixar de perder nossa essência por causa disso.
Complementando isso, você acha que de alguma forma os jogadores se sentem pressionados com a presença de vocês dois ou não?
Eu acho que não. Acho que existem N fatores de pressão, mas eu acredito que não, porque por a gente estar lá todo dia e ser uma coisa corriqueira da gente estar junto, jantar com eles, almoçar com eles, conversar todo dia sobre N coisas, não só jogo, não só sobre o LoL em si, mas sim da vida deles. A gente é muito próximo de todos, e não é um ou outro, são todos. Eu não acho que eles sentem pressão, eu acho que sim que eles gostam da gente ali. Óbvio que tem horas e horas que a gente também entende isso, a gente sabe quando é bom a gente estar perto, quando é bom a gente estar longe, mas foi o que eu falei, acho que tem que ser um negócio que seja saudável para todo mundo e é isso.
Não, até essa parte da pressão eu acho pelo contrário, né? Eu acho que se você pega um emprego formal aí, um CLT, alguma coisa, às vezes tem gente que tem medo do chefe, né? Ou às vezes tem gente que quer estar próximo do chefe e não tem essa chance. E lá não, a gente é muito tranquilo no dia a dia, a gente é transparente. Eu acho que a gente até absorve essa pressão deles, sabe? Eu acho que é difícil, por exemplo, eles estarem ouvindo críticas assim no dia a dia, Só que eles estão ouvindo da nossa boca ali no dia a dia a real. Então, assim, eu acho que mais ajuda do que atrapalha. E como ele falou até da pergunta anterior, né? Ah, vai ter muita gente que não gosta disso, que fala que ou reclama, ou xinga, enfim. Cara, cada time tem a sua dinâmica, cada empresa tem o seu jeito. Nós aprendemos dessa forma. É o que ele falou, se a gente estivesse ganhando e como a gente ganhou ano passado, aí todo mundo fala, pô, é o melhor modelo quando perde. Que é a mesma discussão também, quando tem importe, se ganha com importe, se perde com importe. Então, assim, é o nosso jeito, é o que ele falou, é a nossa essência. O sentido da gente ter um time é esse, senão não teria time. Estaria em casa, estaria jogando golfe, futebol, estaria com a família, viajando. Então, assim, a gente guiva tudo para estar aqui porque a gente gosta. Então, o dia que a gente não tiver mais lá, você pode ter certeza que não tem mais Red Canids. Essa é a real.
Olha aí, guys, com quem estamos de novo again. Congratulations for the win and to the boot camp you go in NA.
Yeah.
No matter what, if you won, if you lose, you go into NA to have a boot camp. It's your first time in NA?
I was in New York for the Worlds in 2023.
Playing?
Oh, no, 22. Bro, I played Worlds 3 times.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I mean, that's what happens, you know. Nobody cares about the history, and then you guys, and then community talks about not me knowing the community, the history of other players. But
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, I couldn't care less, you know. Like Robert, he knows having like multiple championships. Doesn't really matter.
But
The same for
you
me,
can
yeah.
do that too in Brazil, don't worry.
It's okay.
You
I'm
just need to play
joking
better.
around, but
and
yeah.
talking about play better, bro, we saw 3 games. We put the camera on top, your
Yeah.
top is losing matchup. We put on mid, you mid laner losing matchup.
Okay.
And bot lane same.
No, that's not true.
Bro, we saw like...
Okay, you guys can watch whatever you
No,
want.
okay, the first and the
Define losing matchup. Okay.
I mean, Varus...
Okay,
Varus
okay,
now
okay.
is against Lucian Nami.
But, okay.
It's not too much.
We trolled. Like game 1 from bot lane we trolled, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
mid
a
lane,
lot.
mid.
No,
top and
mid
top.
was winning. I saw bro. He was 10 CS behind, and Grevdar was losing it.
Yeah, but the second game Azir against Ziggs was so fucking weird.
I see. Okay, yeah, they were probably trading like crazy. Like
Yeah, but I have a question about
Yeah.
this. What happened to you guys to lose? I mean, these early matchups.
Yeah, I think
it's not
that-
about the macro. It's
No, of
about the
course.
mental, you know.
Yeah, of course. I think game 1 we got a bit like how to say. I think we thought of like doing too much, and then we ended up doing nothing pretty much early game. I felt like we had good lanes to like set up plays and stuff, but we waited way too long to do anything. And then we started swapping. We started thinking of how to play the game, and I felt like we kind of got lost in what to do exactly. You know, we have like Talia, Pantheon, Nautilus, Varus. We can actually like just CC one guy, he's dead, right?
And you guys didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that once, right? So like, if you don't do that once for 50 minutes, you
You're gonna
know, you
lose.
deserve to lose, right?
Yeah,
You
that's
just deserve to lose. So that game 1, I think it was like pretty bad from us. And I think game 2, we kind of went into more scaling, understanding, right? We had like Azir, Smolder, and the issue is in that game we tried to look for stuff when we shouldn't. So no, it got really tricky. And I think when they were ahead, right, with Ziggs just like overgrouping, at that point we just had to like group and, you know, just like look for random fights. And some of them were like atrocious, really bad, really bad how we played. But some of them were like good, you know, and at the end of the day we were like strong enough to fight that one Drake that they trolled, right? And then we ended from there.
After this first game, what Coach Seals talked to you guys? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to
For sure.
say something.
I think at first he realized that we actually like were, I don't know, I wouldn't say scared to play, because we were not. I felt like we were like good to go, you know. It's just, I think we didn't expect that we're not gonna really make like clear plans, and then it felt like everything was like on the fly to do, and it just seemed like, right, the enemy knew better how to play their champs, and we didn't know how to play our champs better, right? And that was something that I think actually fucked us a lot. And I think that hopefully, you know, like with such team comps, we'll be able to progress the games easier. Because, you know, with the team comp like this, if it was an LPL team, like I'm sure they're like stomping the game early at least, you know, and making, like we didn't do anything proactive. We didn't get objectives. We fought bad on some of the objectives we fought, and we were losing to like Lucian Nami early, right? Like as a whole team comp, and then like we didn't have any moves because we were also like not helping our like solo laners. And I think that's very important coming into next week, because I don't think we play like this in scrims, you know. I actually felt like we had good scrims this week. It's Yeah, when it comes stage comps, and we like kind of froze first 2 games.
Okay, perfect. And about head Canids,
Yeah.
they lose, and everyone's saying they will not play together anymore.
I see.
If you have to shoot one guy to get out, who is that guy?
I don't know, man.
And why?
Okay. I know Grevdar quite a bit, right? And we're good. Like we're a bit of friends now, I guess. I hope. So I can choose him. I don't want to choose anyone that I don't know. You know. I actually think they played first game solid.
What do you think is the big
problem.
problem of them? Yeah.
I actually think the issue is they're like not really. They play with each other, but they don't have an idea why they play with each other. You know, they just play based on their instincts, right? And they're good players individually.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they just come, and if an enemy team doesn't int, they don't do anything, right? And I think that's something that is like pretty bad for them. And I don't think it's a player specific. I just think, I don't know, maybe it's a coach specific. I have no idea, right? I don't know their coach.
Yeah, they always have this problem. It's so
I see.
weird. Yeah,
that's
it's really
the
weird.
thing. I'm just not sure who you would want to change, right?
And last question is about ISURUS game you're gonna
Yeah.
play against, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about them?
I mean, they played better, right, this weekend. I
Yeah.
think they actually had solid games. I still think, when it comes, if we play like we played today, for sure it's gonna be fucking hard. Don't get me wrong, it will be hard if we play like we did today. But
What do you can?
no, go for it.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you guys can do to not come to the game frozen like
Yeah,
that?
I understand,
What are you gonna do?
bro. If I for sure knew, I would do that.
That's
for
true.
sure. Okay, yeah. But what I'm thinking right now is like we're gonna go into practice again, like cause I think it comes always from practice, and we need to spend 1 more week like trying our best to get like the best habits possible.
Yeah.
Because I think right now the issue is when game gets hard for us, we're not having good habits about how we want to play, right? Because you can call everything you want, but you can't call for everyone what to do every time, you know? It's very hard, and I think it's not possible because it just clutters the comps as well.
Yeah.
I think what you have to do is like have 5 players who actually know what they want to do with their things. And I think sometimes we just get very overwhelmed with what's happening, right? If the team plays fast, I feel like sometimes we don't answer properly and stuff like this. So I hope in the practice we'll be able to like fix that. And we also, probably from my point of view, I have to like give them more space for sure. Because I like try to give them
You
like...
are the guy talking a lot in this team?
I mean, yeah, I try to talk a lot, but you know, I can't like help with everything sometimes. They have to like know for themselves what to do.
That's true.
And I think sometimes maybe I don't help them too much since, you know, I try to give them like some kind of pressure, feeling like when we play, right? Because at the end of the day, if we don't perform like well into like Red or ISURUS, how do we perform with like a huge amount of fans from like Pain and other teams, right? When we come to like big stage, right? If we go further, of course. So I want to make them feel like, you know, there's always gonna be pressure behind you. Just have to like play with it. And I think that's something maybe, you know, I can like change a little bit, try to be more chill guy, you know, just like, yeah, everything is fine no matter what happens.
If you guys fix that problems, I think you guys can win against ISURUS. But you guys have to...
Yeah, then we have to play against 2 other good teams, right? And that's just...
Against FORA and Pain Gaming, you guys are not the same level, in my opinion.
Didn't look that good, yeah, I have to agree. From scrims is for sure different, but who gives a fuck about scrims, right? Nobody cares.
Scrims don't...
Scrims are scrims.
Yeah.
Scrims don't win you championships, so just need to make sure we actually try to perform at least to some extent how we perform in scrims.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care. Like, honestly, we can lose every scrim, actually. I don't give a fuck. You can win without it anyway. I just want to actually play solid games. That's the most important.
And if you won next week, you come here and we dance together.
Okay.
Because I saw your video dancing,
Okay, that was,
and you have to teach me. Yeah, the K-pop, right?
Okay, but you need to choose a choreo, then we can dance. We can practice. Like find like a song.
Can you teach me, please?
I can, but you need. Okay, I'm not that good to be a teacher.
I think you are. I think you are.
But if you find a choreo that you like or the song that you like, and there's a choreo in it, just let me know. No, we can try.
But you have to win. Okay, we have a deal?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if that's the case, yeah.
Okay, if you win, we dance together.
Sure, yeah.
Let's go. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bro, what the fuck? Fuck you.
I've never seen this
First
shit.
of everything, fuck you.
Bro, I've never seen this shit in my career. That's 5 years.
Tell me, what happened?
I can't say.
The first game you have Pantan Talia and you did nothing.
You did nothing. It's fine.
Bro, it's
But
so
second
unplayable,
game,
man.
you have Azir.
The solution Nami is so unplayable.
It's not.
If they ever get hooked, they die, bro. They're fucking dead.
Bro, we put the camera on top, your top is losing. We put on mid, your mid is losing. And we put on bot, your bot is losing.
No,
What's
mid was
going
winning.
on?
Mid was winning. Mid was up 20 CS, bro.
Just the first game. The
Like,
second
first 8
game and
minutes.
the third game was kind of weird.
Okay, second game was Yon game, right?
Yeah,
Bro.
no. Zig's game against Azir.
Okay, Azir game he was losing, but the Yon game, bro, we like ganked mid, remember? And Annie had no flash, and we flash W the fucking Annie, and we miss.
Yeah,
Remember?
I saw the
Bro, he
Rakan
got
flash
creep.
there.
Yeah, no, but we played.
Yeah, but let's talk about this team. Because if you play like that, we're not gonna win. Fuck you.
You see this? It's about how much will fit up to here, maybe here. That's it. I tried being nice. I was like, hey guys, like we need to go in with confidence, you know. Let's be happy, you know, high performance, breathe. And then doesn't work. And then I tried this and it works a bit. So let's see.
Yeah, but
I need my left and right. You know?
you saw last week, it's not gonna be easy for you guys. But we saw this first game and the second game, bro, what the fuck?
Dude, I think ISURUS is actually...
You cannot
dark
win
horse.
against the Zurs if you do that.
If we play like game 4, we can.
Yeah, game 4,
Game
insane
4
for
is
us.
the only
For
game
us.
that we played.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
don't understand.
The third game was kind of fine, but weird.
Okay, but to be fair, it takes a lot of like resilience to play like that and to know that you're playing bad as a player. Because you're a player too before, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
now I'm
imagine-
losing to Sir Skit, bro.
Bro, that was... How disgusting is that?
Fuck you, you coach him, motherfucker.
I didn't.
You coach him.
Bro, I didn't.
But doesn't matter. Let's talk about Kate. This time you didn't lock someone in the bathroom, right? Because every single week you guys won 2 bans.
Oh.
You know why? I know why.
Yeah, and we fucking lost, didn't we? It's fucking useless.
Yeah, but now you don't lock someone in the bathroom and you won.
No, I mean, okay, jokes aside.
Jokes aside.
Our team has the potential. It's just when we go on stage, we don't play our game. And that's got to be our focus, you know. How can we drill in concepts so it becomes habit, like natural, you know? And then how we deal with this stress and anxiety. And I think that's a really big part of the strategy moving forward.
And for the guys, I think you have to fix something for the next week.
Yeah, I think so.
TRYMBI said to me, the guys was kind of freeze, I mean the first and the 2 games, but it cannot happen, bro. If you want to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened in finals last year too, with Pain. You know, and it's not easy, you know, when you play like this. Yeah, it's just, it comes with experience. You know, ideally, my ideal roster would be the same roster from year 1, but I have to believe that in terms of potential, we could go much higher.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe that. And so when I don't believe that, that becomes very hard to maintain the roster, you know. So now I'm essentially just doing the work again from year 1. In year 1, we had a lot of choking issues too. And we overcame that, but it popped back up in a big stage, 13,000 people. So I think now it's just really all about what did I learn from last year? What did the team learn? How can we make these guys believe in our mission and what they want to do and believe in themselves? And I think that's really complex. It needs to come from here, you know. Needs to come from here.
Yeah, because in screens you guys are smashing everyone, right?
Everyone. Only Pain is a bit difficult, you know. Furia sometimes is 50-50s. But the point is, okay, you believed in yourself.
I believe in me.
Yeah,
I believe in me.
Yeah, exactly. And you won.
I won, yeah.
And so, yes, that's what I said. I mean, I told the boys, I was like, guys,
Believe in yourself.
what do you think you need to win? And they said, oh, we need to be the best players. And I said, no. What, we need to be the best team? I said, no. Sometimes you can be a worse team and a worse player, and you can win just through good energy. You know, coming in to the day and being like, I'm ready to play. And that alone, that energy can be enough to win games sometimes and to win series sometimes. You can be the worst. Like, you can be so much worse, like you were in 2016 when you won, you know? Like, so much worse. Like fucking, so fucking bad. Losing every lane. But,
No, I'm not losing every lane.
and
I
if you're-
was the MVP in the final in one game.
yeah, and your
okay?
jungler was sitting mid. But the point I'm trying
Not
to get
true.
at is,
Yeah.
you don't need to be the best. And I think that we can be both, you know?
And let's talk about Kissy, bro. From the last... Hã? O microfone? Let's try next time, bro. Because we have some issues. No.
Let's fucking go, no?
Just talk about
Bro.
Kissy. 1 minute.
1 minute. I give you 1 minute.
What is the difference?
No, I'm gonna
you
be
can
here.
talk too.
I'm gonna be here as well.
What is the big difference from Kissy the last week and the Kissy right now?
Honestly, it came from himself. You know?
Yeah.
Like
I
he
can agree.
understands that he's gone if he doesn't change. No, but you can't.
But he's changing.
But he's changed.
Yeah,
No,
I
that-
like
Yeah.
the first
Bro.
the game before
Bro,
was insane.
I
Fuck you.
told them too. Like, bro, if we lose today, maybe I'm a goner from Kate, and that's fair.
You can come to my team.
No, he cannot.
No,
but Barry, thank you so much.
No,
We
no,
have-
no.
we li-
Just
we
talk
literally have to
about
go,
the
bro.
Tristana. You said to me, like,
Oh.
you don't want to play Tristana, and you say, fuck you, bro.
Exactly.
Take
listen,
your dick.
This guy is so good at Tristana, and he's like, I don't want to play Tristana.
And you say-
and I said, you pick this shit, bro. You're
No,
gonna fucking
no.
carry. And then everyone was like,
He said, he really said,
Let's fucking
he really
go.
said,
We need
Kissy-
that, bro,
Kissy,
for the next week, okay?
I'm vetting you. You're not gonna play Victor and shit. You're gonna play Tristana. You're gonna carry.
I love you guys.
I'm the fucking captain. I'm the captain.
These guys is the MVP. That's it, guys. Thank you. Desculpa, guys, aí, atrapalhar. Se inscreve e deixa o like, vamos embora.